the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago, and that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Packer first down.
Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And again, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option...
Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Back to you.
Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Packers nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got 4.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers continue to roll. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
3 down. Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll have another first down and more. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Niners 38, Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team...
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
A gain of 45 yards.
Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter, you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
This throw caught right around the 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rodgers to throw once more. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to finish.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is third and goal. Rodgers again now. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
50 seconds.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 14. This is Mostert. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here's Rodgers to throw. They begin with a quick throw out left. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Watch the slant. Kill.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in, and it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. And it's complete to Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
27-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, say Mike.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go. Here we go. Next one. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Rip right, rip right. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Double dog, double dog.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Desmond King making the tackle.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.